today. From TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers.
We are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. The 49er offense coming out here for the first time, led by their quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo. Garoppolo, 5th season with the 49ers, 8th overall in the National Football League.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 82 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He'll look downfield for Humphries. It got his man complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Adam Humphries with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot in the end zone and made it pay off.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Jacksonville offense getting ready to begin this first drive, and at the helm, the number 1 overall pick back in April, Trevor Lawrence, the rookie out of Clemson.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive, and he'll push his way forward to about the 32. The rushing numbers for Pollard last week, 17 carries, 92 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does, and they want to make sure they get him there.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On play action, Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is taken in at the 5. When he launched that football, I'm guessing he was thinking end zone, but he'll take it. Now they're knocking on the door.
I like the way you can read his thoughts. Think of it from the opposite side of the ball. They thought they had a chance to make a play and knock it away. Didn't get it done. Can they reset now and hold them to a field goal?
Lawrence will throw. Being chased, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Trevor Lawrence taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now Mostert, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Mostert. 40 yards on the ground for him so far. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
On 2nd down now, Pollard. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. And this defense for the Jags, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw complete here to Ayuk. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
He gets it to Humphreys. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out and check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
It's complete, middle of the field to Humphries. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. And Gold is able to put it through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Rookie Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguar offense ready to take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Chabot. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
4 yards remain for second down. Now a give here to Pollard. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They go play action with Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
On the slant, this is Chark. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. Lawrence to Chark, first down, Jacksonville.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and 11.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From midfield now, Lawrence. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the 1st. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, 20, 10, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that, see if he can brace up, and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, Let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. It's caught. Humphreys. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Garoppolo looks to throw. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Garoppolo now. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
2nd down and goal. Garoppolo. He's got it. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville offense ready to go back to work. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
Used to be surprised about a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 40 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Open man right side is Shark. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. They go play action now. Lawrence, he'll buy some time right. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Right there, Chenault for the Jacksonville touchdown. Laviska Chenault, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
The stop there by Jay Tufele. Second down, here's Mostert again.
First down and a little extra for Mostert. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That makes things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
On second down, it's Sermon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on second down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it. I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he's into the clear. The 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rally.
Exactly. Getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were...
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars get a score closer. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play action, Garoppolo.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up even more big plays.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Here's 2nd and 9.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his bop.
Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
2nd and 20.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Lawrence. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish, because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And that is incomplete. The coverage excellent there downfield, and it leads to a 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
He's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. And this one is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 44. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Pollard again. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35.
57 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Now Lawrence on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw again on second down. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with two straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Niners set to take over on offense. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
Steps away, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches and have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down. Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo.
And the 49ers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Man, they got to let him play.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. To return, here's Agnew. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out come the Jags.
And this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here this fourth quarter.
He's going to look deep down the field. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
Touchdown, Jaguars! A 14-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit.
Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on second down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Niners on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And that will come the offense as they take over. So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars. Down by 12. 1:53 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at 2nd down.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. On 1st down, Lawrence. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Able to find Boykin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Here's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Now here's Pollard. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. Only a yard there. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
So here we go now as the Jaguars will go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Steps away to his left. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players. But most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the 49ers, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else, in their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they will head home.